Welcome back to another episode of the Jim on Bay Show. We're at the Hudson Loft in LA with the Old Hillside Bourbon Company, the official sponsor of the show. And I got to say, Courtney, it's great to see you. I know you're one of the founders.
Good to see you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Good to be here. Good to have you here.
Well, it's great to be here, and we got Jesse here. What's the significance of tonight?
Oh, man, I can't even explain it, man. Me and Emmanuel put together this Trifecta blend to represent black female jockeys who don't get enough representation in the space. So this is their ode to them.
Well, Emmanuel, we kind of hooked up on a celebrity golf tournament a few years ago. That's how this all happened. So I got to ask, how do you guys all know each other? Is it a North Carolina connection or?
North Carolina connection. So this is actually my much older cousin here. Cousin, nephew, and then Jess. So all originally from Durham, North Carolina. So we started this thing back in June 2020. This is now going into year 5. Just friendship, family, and we're just excited. This is going into year 5, so a big milestone for us.
And like you said, it's all about family. So how do you guys all know each other?
So I'm actually the nephew of Courtney. You know, so he brought his nephew along for the journey. Happy to be here. And
our nephew as well?
No, so that's my dad right there. yeah. We look a little bit alike, but no, he came up with the idea when we were living in Lexington, Kentucky. I was there with him. All we did was go to horse races and distillery tours. So, yes, sir.
Well, I know we have, is it the engine here? We got the architect, and then we have the sail, right? So explain, each one of you explain your nickname. We got the sail here.
I don't know who called me the sail, but like I call myself the visionary. You know what I'm saying? I'm the hustler of the group. You know what I'm saying? I take what we have in terms of our brand and elevate the brand in terms of, what can we do with the brand itself? We're more than a bourbon company. We are a brand. We can do anything that we want to do. And so looking at the future of our company, a conglomerate, is what we're kind of looking at in terms of, watches. We're looking at cigars. We're looking at apparel, merchandise, and everything. So we're a brand, and so that's why I'm the sale. I kind of take the brand and move it to different directions.
And we're speaking with Courtney. If you're listening, you're the cigar guy, right? You pair it up.
I'm a cigar fanatic, and I like to pair cigars with bourbon, and that was like a passion of mine during the pandemic. And so, funny story, this guy, Jesse, saw me posting some cigar pics and some, bourbon pics, and he was like, hey, man, I want to start a bourbon company. I said, get out of here, man. It's like, I hadn't talked to this guy in over 20 years. But he saw those pictures, and he was like, hey, I want you in. And so I jumped in, head first. And I was like, man, you know what? I gotta bring my cousin into this. So I called up E. Actually, E called me, and he was like, hey, man, can I come out, and kick it with you? I'm stir crazy in the house with the fam. I was like, yeah, man. And we just started talking about like what was going on at that time. George Floyd and all these things were happening. And so he was like, man, I want to try to, do something, be a part of something that generates generational wealth. And I said, I might have something for you. I just talked to this knucklehead a week ago, and we got a bourbon company. Do you want to get in? And he was like, all right, let's go. And so I put him on a call the next Monday. And that's how it all started.
Perfect fit from day one. So, yeah.
Well, I am curious, who is the big horse jockey fan? Is it all of you, or did someone kind of...
Jess really, yeah. He was living in Lexington. And we had heard about the horse races, but he took me to my first one. And I was like blown away. After that first one, I became a fanatic. Like, it was just the excitement, and to know that African Americans had dominated the sport for so long. And so it's like we literally built the sport. So to see us build a sport and not be represented just kind of sparked something in us to do it. So that's why we're here tonight, to really ode back to that history that's there.
And it's got to be great, Jesse, right, to take a passion and then you turn to a business, right?
Man, I look at this and was like, hey, me and Courtney talk about this all the time. I can't believe that this is what we created from a passion from bourbon. It was collecting. Like the stuff we were drinking at the time, I'm not going to say the names, but it's like now we're like, wow, man, we could take that and make it 100 times better and do our own thing with it and tell these wonderful stories. It was easy to me. It was a no-brainer. So just putting this team together was just the part that made the engine roar. I had the idea, and these dudes took the keys with it and ran, and that's the takeaway for me, man. Allow these dudes to just take the vision and run with it and make sure we stay on the course of what the vision is. And we're doing it. As you can see now, we are talking about female black jockeys. We started with male black jockeys, and he called me at 2 o'clock. He texted me at 2 o'clock in the morning. Was like, "Hey man, is there any black female?" I was like, "Dude, I'm going to bed." And the next morning he had all these Google links. I'm like, "Dude, man, they got to put some fire behind it." And then we're here. So yeah. So he's the architect when it comes to this, because I wasn't even going this route. He is the architect, and this can't be ignored of the accomplishments that he put in. So,
well, I got to say, it's full circle for me to come here. Every episode I do always says this is brought to you by Old Hillside Bourbon Company. So to be able to come here and be with you guys, it's a full circle moment. So thanks for the invite, and thanks for supporting the show.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you. Appreciate it, Ross. Thank you. Yeah.
Hey, this is Corey Carpenter.
Hey, this is Courtney Tucker.
It's the architect, Jesse Carpenter.
Hey, it's Amir Shilly.
It's Emmanuel Waters, Old Hillside Bourbon Company.
And you're listening to
Jim on Bass.
Make it.